although it doesn't really show up in the RPI because, all our opponents ended up winning, I think. Of course, Christian County played McCracken County, so that was kind of a wash. And, of course, it's a wash when you have district games as well. But we had Paducah win. We had Graves County getting a win. And McCracken County got a win as well. So this is actually for, I believe, the district championship in 6A District 1. So McCracken County gets the win. They'll be hosting some playoff games. Even if they lose, I think they still end up finishing in second. So at least one home playoff game for McCracken County. I'll take McCracken County, maybe a little bit of an upset going on the road. But they've been playing pretty well as of late. This will be a high-scoring contest, I think, either way. A lot of points being put up. This may be something like 50 to 49, but I'll take McCracken County with the victory.
All right, then as we look at more games from around the area, Muhlenberg and Graves County tonight. I think Graves County notches another win, places themselves second in the district over there, and I'm glad they're getting a couple of wins here towards the end.
Yeah, this does help us out, even though Muhlenberg, not a great team. They started off 4-0, but then they've gone 0-4 since kind of that midway point in the season. Their victories, not all that impressive. They beat McLean County, Webster County, Edmonson County, Ohio County. Then they got into district, and they started losing. Lost to Apollo, Marshall County, Madisonville, and last week shut out by Owensboro 54-0. So Graves County get a chance to notch another victory. They'll be at home tonight, just up the road from us. So good news for us when Graves County wins, and I think they should win this one pretty easily.
All right, probably one of the best games in the area, if not the best. Owensboro takes on Madisonville. You got to talk about that one, but I saw somebody, maybe Kentucky Sports Radio, picked Owensboro in a big way over this one. I don't think it's going to be like that at home. I think Madisonville gets the win. Yeah,
a little shocked last week by Madisonville's loss at home, and I don't know if maybe they were looking ahead to this game this week against Owensboro for the district championship. So Madisonville's lost just one game this season. Christian Academy right after that. Since then, they've rolled off 6 wins in a row. So this is going to be, Madisonville's going to be up for this game after the loss last week. I think they're going to be really focused. But I think Owensboro is just a stronger team. I think Owensboro is one of those teams that could compete for a state championship as they do most years in 5A. I just don't think Madisonville, same can be said about them. So I will take Owensboro on the road in a narrow victory, probably a touchdown or less.
All right, in our last game before the big one tonight, Paducah Tillman goes on the road to Callaway County. Callaway's gotten better. Their wins have gotten better. I think they're getting more confidence over there, but I just don't see Callaway overcoming Tillman tonight, so I'm going to pick Tillman on the road.
I'm with you. A lot of people are talking about how Danville's kind of the feel-good story of football this year after having some bad years and having such a great season this year. At least around here, you got to say that Callaway County's kind of the feel-good story in Western Kentucky because they've had a great season. I mean, they're way down in the RPI, showing that their victories haven't been against the best of competition. But they are 5-3 this year, facing a Tillman team that's 7-1. Of course, we want Tillman to win for those RPI points, and I think they will. I think Tillman wins this one probably by whatever score they want. This one will probably be over by early in the third quarter, if not halftime. Tillman probably by about 5 or 6 scores.
All right, our final game tonight, of course, Mayfield taking on Fort Campbell, the last district game of the year. Mayfield can put it in stone after. It's going to be like it has been the last couple of weeks. Mayfield just does what they want to, and they get a running clock at halftime.
Probably so. Mayfield has been very businesslike over the last several weeks. They come out early. They take care of business, and, we've seen in some of these games that we've had a running clock around the end of the first quarter. That could be the case again tonight. Mayfield has no problems with Fort Campbell. But interesting enough, and we touched on this, I think, during the Trigg County game last week, there is actually one more district game to be played, and that is Trigg County and Fort Campbell next week, because this game, the Trigg-Fort Campbell game, I think was canceled a few weeks ago when the government shutdown just started. So they rescheduled it for the last game of the regular season. So technically there is one more district game. And, the way Trigg County looked against us, I know they were limited in their offense because of some injuries. The Trigg County didn't look too bad. They had some guys that could block up front. And I'd be interested to see how that Trigg-Fort Campbell game goes next week. Trigg County could actually secure the number 4 spot in our district if they knock off Fort Campbell. Otherwise, I think, Todd County probably would get that spot, the 4 spot. So, well, no, Fort Campbell, or rather Trigg County did beat Todd County. So Trigg County is going to get that 4 spot. But one more district game to be played after ours. But again, as far as Mayfield is concerned, we've locked up the number 1 seed and be hosting some playoff games here in just a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's already here. Doesn't seem like it, but it's the truth. That's going to do it for We Pick 'em this week. Join us again next week as we pick on the last regular season game.
Halloween edition of We Pick 'em.
It's a Halloweeny this year. Well, we'll be back next week. Until then, we'll kick it off here in just a few minutes at 7 o'clock. Well, the officials are out on the field. There's still some pretty good seats available if you want to come on out tonight to see FSC War Memorial Stadium as the Cardinals get set to do battle with the Falcons of Fort Campbell. Had a lot going on this week, and football-wise, got a lot going on around the area. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But John, we've had some great football from the younger Cardinals.
That's right. I think the 6th grade team won their local championship. I think they beat, was it not in Graves County?
I think it was 6-0.
Yeah. So congratulations to those young Cardinals. And I believe the 8th grade game tomorrow, and I believe it's here. I think that's Owensboro Catholic that comes down here to play. So good luck to the 8th grade team tomorrow. And then earlier the week, the JV took on Bury, and the JV team knocked off the Tigers from Murray. So a good week for the younger Cardinals and the seniors, the Powder Puff team, the young ladies. They played their games, and the seniors won that one.
We're going to take our first 3-minute timeout, and we'll be back right after this.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, sailors, that star-spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Our athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a sponsor of Mayfield football on WYMC.
Year after year, people around here rely on Chris Kendricks and Handy Hands cleaning service.
We do office cleaning, stripping wax floors, carpet cleaning, new construction cleanup, several different other type of cleaning we can do.
Well, Handy Hands and Chris Kendrick, I've used them for about 30 years. They've always been reliable, professional, and I wouldn't think of using anybody else.
Locally owned and operated, you can rely on Handy Hands cleaning service.
Hawkins Screen Printing is your year-round connection for Cardinal wear. Hawkins Screen Printing has unique new designs with authentic Cardinals and Eagles wear. Hawkins Screen Printing has designs you can't buy anywhere else in the world. More to choose from than your standard t-shirts. You'll find lady tees, sweatshirts, knit caps, fitted men's shirts, and more. Hawkins Screen Printing offers custom screen printing on caps, jackets, t-shirts, and sweats for businesses, schools, clubs, reunions, churches, and more. Hawkins Screen Printing at the corner of Highway 45 North and the Dick Castleman Bypass.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent in Mayfield is Western Kentucky Insurance Agency. Get a quote today at 270-247-2582.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Stadium. Mayfield and Ford Campbell out on the field for the towing toss. The towing toss. I don't think there's a towing toss. Got it mixed up there, but they are getting ready to toss it. And I hadn't seen it go up there yet. There it goes. Well, he didn't let it hit the ground. It hit his arm here. So Mayfield are patting him on the shoulder. Either he's going to send him a Christmas card or they won the toss, and they will defer. John, you got a few stats there to look at for us, right?
Yeah, I do. First of all, I didn't know if you were going to make mention of it there since the Capitals are out there, but we've got something we've never seen before at a Mayfield Cardinal football team, and that is?
Thank you, John.
I set you up. It's
red helmets, red jerseys trimmed in black, and red pants.
Red pants. There's the twist. There's the plot twist to our game tonight. First time ever we've seen the all red.
Yep.
And you're going to have to be patient with us. Those numbers are a little tough to see. They are black.
They are.
I know the red jerseys used to come with white numbers, but maybe a little tough to pick out some of the players out on the field. But
I got a feeling we owe this to Jinx. Thank you so much.
All right, let's start out with some stats for Mayfield. Gray Robbins, and I hate to say this because you always blame me. You always say I'm a jinx, but this has been put out there. I didn't put this out there, but Gray Robbins, the only player in the state with more than 50 pass attempts and no interceptions. He's the only quarterback in the state, not just 2A, in the state, without an interception. All right, you can hit me when it happens, but hopefully we continue that streak tonight. Gray,
I'll just shut up.
Gray is 89 out of 141 in his passes. He's got 1,382 yards, averages 172 yards a game. He added to that average last week with a big Friday night last week against Trigg County. Josiah England is still the top rusher on this team. He's got 291 yards, but again, he will not play tonight, as you heard our coaches say a little earlier. Reggie Dowell is next. He has 231 yards rushing total. Jabri Sherrill, who ripped off a big one last week, about 70 yards. He's got a total of 160 on the year. Receiving, Malik Kirby, our top receiver, the senior, has 21 catches for 380 yards. That's about 48 yards per game. Mac Hoover, right behind him, the senior, has 19 catches for 298 yards. Bilal Islam is third there with 14 catches. Will Morris at that end position, 18 catches for him. Ashton Flint at 7. As far as special teams are concerned, Owen Bird continues to do a wonderful job. The senior, 45 out of 47 when it comes to extra points. That is 96%, and he is 4 out of 5 this season on field goals. That is 80%. As far as our defense is concerned, well, this is no surprise if you watch Mayfield football this season. Ashton Rogers continues to show out on the defensive end. He's got 56 tackles leading the way for Mayfield, 20 tackles for loss, 7 defensive sacks, and again, that easily leads the Cardinals. Behind him, Diego Torres with 49 tackles, 43 tackles for Briar Overstreet. Kyler Simpson, 35. Ethan Thompson, 31. Ashton Flint, 29. And Carson Neely has 28 tackles so far this season. So, again, the defense continues to do an outstanding job. The offense behind Robbins, catching a lot of touchdown passes this season. Hopefully we can get that running game on track tonight. I'd like to see a little more rushing. Of course, you're going to need to have a balanced attack once you get into the playoffs, and we're getting very, very close to that as we finish off our district schedule here tonight against Fort King.
Now, if you follow us on video tonight, Reggie Dow will be wearing number 21. Is that right?
Yes, he is usually wearing 22, but he's going to be at 21 tonight.
And no one gets a boot into it. It'll roll around to the 2-yard line. They'll finally pick it up, and they'll be hemmed in. Now he's going down the sidelines, does a great job of getting out of it, and gets all the way to the 24-yard line. Boy, he looked like he was doomed.
Yeah, a little similar to what we saw last week where Trigg County just let the kickoff bounce. It didn't go out of bounds. It didn't go into the end zone here tonight, so they pick it up kind of nonchalantly and are able to get outside the 5-yard line, which it looked like they were going to be hemmed in way back there. But not a bad return after a deep kick and kind of slow to pick it up.
And speaking of slow, the man returning the kick was slow to get up that time. He's coming off the field. So now this will be our first look at Fort Campbell's offense. Man, those jerseys are going to be hard to see.
Yeah, Fort Campbell's will be easier. They've got blue numbers with their white jerseys, and they've got those shiny blue helmets.
Yeah, something you don't see much anymore. Now they'll break huddle and come out to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback in the backfield. He'll take the snap, going to throw, first thing. Throws it, up in the air. It's going to be intercepted. Oh, right through our hands. And he just threw that one up. That was just incomplete.
Yeah, it kind of looked like a Hail Mary. I think he just threw it back as far as he could. Unfortunately, as far as he could throw it, was about 3 or 4 yards too short. And we had one-on-one coverage, had a chance to pick it up, but it went right through our hands. And hitting the ground after that.
Yeah, I think he was surprised. I think that was Malik. I think he was surprised at how easy it was going to be. So now in 2nd down and 10. What number is that quarterback?
I'll tell you right after this play.
As they'll run it around the left side and nowhere to go that time for, I think it was Keyshawn Dixon. Okay, it wasn't him.
Number 72, Kamarion Roberts on care for the Falcons. Tackled by number 2, Carson Neely.
Got there now, Francisco Ramirez.
And that'll bring up 3rd down.
That's what I've got.
Either way, it's 3rd down and 13 for the Falcons here from inside their own 25 at about the 23-yard line.
32, I think, is the tailback.
Oh, bad snap, and it hits the ground, and it's still on the ground. I don't know if it rolled into the end zone.
We got back-to-back safeties.
I think it's a
touchdown.
touchdown.
It's a touchdown.
Yeah,
You're
it's
right.
a fumble. I think we got on it. I think they were trying to get on it and kept fumbling.
Well, there's absolutely no reaction underneath us from the crowd, so they don't know either. Now the officials got together and they're going to call it a safety.
Okay, it is a safety.
Campbell, that will result in a safety.
So a bad snap just turned, it just went crazy.
Yeah, usually you can depend on the folks sitting down in front of us on their reaction, but nobody made any noise like it was a touchdown, and so I think they were confused as well, and the officials getting together and giving us, what is that, back-to-back weeks now with safeties? We had one last week at Trick County, I think, late in the ball game. So.
Yep. Boy, it looks good on the scoreboard. 2-0.
2-0.
Looks like a World Series game.
It just reminded me that the World Series had just started, so.
Yeah, we'll keep track of that, too.
Yeah.
So with 1 minute ticked off of the clock, the Cardinals get the safety.
Yeah, and again, trouble with those numbers, and that happened on the far side of the field away from us. I'm not sure who eventually made that tackle to get us those 2 points. But now we'll get the ball.
Yeah, I need an eyes transplanted. I just can't see anymore.
Yeah, I never thought I'd need my binoculars at CFSB or Memorial Stadium, but it looks like maybe once I find out what our grip is next week, it's going to be black on red like that. I might just bring them. I've usually held that for state championship games because we're so high up at Kroger Field, you almost have to have that.
Yeah.
And now either I'm getting old or it's just tough to see.
I think it's just tough to see. As Fort Campbell was headed up to the 40-yard line, but they go back to the 20 after a safety. You have to punt or kick. You get the choice. And they have opted to kick here from the 20. So the Cardinals should get very good field position on that 2-0 run as they pooch kick it. And it'll be even worse as Cardinals inside the 40, down to the 30. He's got it inside the 20, hitting the sidelines. Is he out of bounds?
He's in.
They're saying he's in. Touchdown, Mayfield. And brought to you by Steam Right Cleaning, where all you have to do is call them and get you an estimate. They'll be more than happy to come out. Or is it a touchdown?
I don't know. I'm still trying to grab a number.
Good luck.
I feel terrible. We just scored a touchdown. We just had a safety, and I haven't been able to capture a number yet.
On the kickoff return. That was Mayfield, and it gives us
Well, I don't know if he scored or not. Is Mayfield going for 2 here?
Yeah, there's 8 points on the scoreboard.
Well, they're down inside the 1. I think they worked him out of bounds. And now Mayfield here. Now it's a touchdown. I think everybody thought. I don't think we ever had an official signal.
Well, I thought the official. The problem was the officials. They just outpaced the officials when he ran to the end zone, so nobody was able to keep up with him once he crossed the goal line. And so I think it was kind of a late call, and the official was a little bit out of position to make the call.
All right, so now it's 8. Now it's 8-0. And Bird in for the PAT, and it is good. 9-0. Mayfield lead. 10:52 to go here in the first quarter. That's brought to you by John Cunningham, your Graves County attorney, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
In an article in Forbes magazine, according to Bloomberg, 8 out of 10 entrepreneurs who start a business fail within the first 18 months. That's what makes Dairyman's Supply so unusual. They've been serving their customers since 1925. Dairyman's has earned a reputation for honesty, reliability, and excellent customer service. Dairyman's Supply Company is a national wholesaler supplying name brand building materials to retail lumber yards and building centers throughout the Southeast, with distribution centers in Kentucky and Alabama. At Dairyman's Supply, our people make the difference.
Whether you're a seasoned farmer or a homeowner with a green thumb, Kubota's cutting-edge technology and exceptional durability will exceed your expectations. And at First Choice Farm and Lawn, we have the expertise to match you with the perfect Kubota equipment to enhance your productivity. Discover the Kubota difference today at First Choice Farm and Lawn, 3350 Highway 45 North in Mayfield. Remember First Choice Farm and Lawn, your trusted Kubota dealer.
Now they're going to say it went into the end zone, and it'll start on the 20. I'm glad Chris is filming this because I can see a little bit on the monitors. I can't see anything on the field.
Well, I hope Jay is having better luck with stats, finding numbers and figuring out who's doing what down there than we are. And he'll be able to update us on everything we've missed coming up at halftime with the stats.
Mayfield on defense now. We can say that. For Campbell in the shotgun. Didn't have much success the first time around. See if they can get it going here. He'll take it. Now loft it over the middle. And it's incomplete at the 40.
Caught a big break there. I
Number 80, Antonio
fully expected a flag to come out.
I did too.
We wrapped our hands around the receiver's waist and spun him around 360. And no flag. And I think it might have been a smart move because it's a one-on-one coverage. If he catches that ball, he's off to the end zone. So we just grabbed the hold and spun him around, but no flag coming out there. A little surprising.
It was almost like they were dancing. Now, second down and 10. Clock stopped. Fort Campbell still in the gun. They'll take it and give it off on the right side and nowhere to go. Met by a flock of Cardinals. And it'll be third down and 10. Getting up that time.
Number 32, Francisco Ramirez on here for the Falcons.
Was the only one I could catch.
Tackle by number 20, Ashton Flint. Oh, that'll bring up third down.
Briar Overstreet. Third down and 10 here for the Falcons. Twins on the right, one man on the left. They'll send the man in motion. Now he comes set at the H-back. They'll run it around the left end. Nope, quarterback going to keep it. He'll get up to about the 24-yard line. It'll be fourth down
number 80,
and
Antonio
6.
Rivera on the care for the Falcons. Tackle by number 1, Malik Kirby. That'll bring up fourth down.
They will have to punt away.
I think I finally, just as they run off the field, I think I finally got the number on the quarterback. So I have to remember it. He was not listed as a quarterback on their roster. So 80 is Antonio Rivera.
Number 80 their quarterback?
I believe so. They have 3 quarterbacks listed, and he's not any of them.
Bad snap on a punt. They just had to fall on it back at the 11-yard line. And it'll be a first down for Mayfield. An easy one here. First and 10 from the 11-yard line.
Nothing the punter could do right there. That was a snap that rolled back to him, and he just fell on it. Otherwise, it would have been an easy scoop and score for the Cardinals. They would have just picked it up and run the 10 yards into the end zone.
All right, Twins on the right side. Gray in the quarterback, I think. And we got a quick whistle coming in. And I think the Falcons call a timeout. We'll take one as well. 9:20 to go here in the first half, in the first quarter. 9-0. Mayfield leads. Back in a minute.
Is it home improvement season at your house? If you answered yes, but you're unsure how to pay for those upgrades and repairs, then it's time to contact First Kentucky Bank. Using the equity in your house, you can finance projects big and small with a home equity line of credit from First Kentucky. Let their mortgage experts guide you through the process. You're ready to start the home project, and First Kentucky has the right tools to help. Don't delay. Finance your dreams with First Kentucky. Call, stop by, or visit their website at firstkentucky.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all credits subject to approval.
Everyone loves fall and cozy nights at home, so what better time to update your space than during the Harvest Home Sale at Gillum Thompson Furniture. New collections are arriving daily from your favorite brands, along with exciting new furniture and accessories. Explore special order options from Craftmaster, Bassett, Mayo, and Southern Motion, with our design team ready to help you find the perfect pieces. Enjoy unbeatable deals, free delivery up to 60 miles, and easy financing for qualified buyers. For the best selection, service, and savings, always shop Gillum Thompson Furniture first.
Well, we got it on video, as you just saw, but Malik Kirby gets the touchdown. A little play fake that time from Gray Robbins into the end zone, and he has Malik for the TD. That brought to you by Steam Right Cleaning. As Bird has it on its way, and it's good. 15-0, Mayfield leads. And brought to you by John Cunningham, your Graves County attorney. And we'll be back in 1 minute.
If you're a teenager and you're getting your first car, that's the most excited you'll ever be buying a car because it's your first car. You can't beat the feeling of driving off the lot in a car that you paid for, especially with a young buyer. What they buy is all they can afford. It doesn't matter what you're buying from us or the amount of money you're spending. The car you're buying is treated the same way with the same expectation that we sell all of our cars.
C Motors, Highway 45 North Mayfield, or visit online at cmotors.com.
What better way to celebrate fall than with a parade? Come light up the night at the Glowing Graves Halloween Parade on Saturday, October 25th at 6:30 in Mayfield. Local businesses, student groups, churches, and more will be treating you to family-friendly giveaways. It's like a trunk or treat on wheels. Stay up to date with the parade on Facebook, and we'll see you for tons of fall fun. Glowing Graves Halloween Parade is sponsored by FNB Bank and the Mayfield Rotary Club. FNB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
One gets a leg into it and boots it, and it'll roll into the end zone casually. As again, Fort Campbell will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Yeah, there's doesn't seem like any desire for them to pick up the ball and run it back. Again, these are line drive shots that C is putting back there. They have an opportunity to reach down and pick it up. They had to on the first one because it checked up and just died at the 2-yard line. But the last two, they've just allowed to roll into the end zone, and they start their drive at the 20.
Yeah, John, we've got a little information about Fort Campbell. Some of their players, when we get a chance here, we'll tell you. It's the first time this guy's played quarterback, Ramirez. And we are ready for action. Throw a quick screen, and it's just over his head. I can't lie, that's on video. But this is the first time for him playing quarterback. They got a couple of guys out, dinged up, and one of them is their quarterback.
Yeah, that's right. So I think we understood there's 4 players for the Falcons that are not out there for tonight. Again, we mentioned they've got a district game against Trigg next week, which is kind of big implications for them. So they're being a little safe here tonight and holding those guys out.
Another bad snap, and they'll fall on it inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down, and boy, a bucketful here. I don't even know what a bucketful is.
Yeah, this is going from bad to worse. We saw a few weeks ago over at Caldwell County some of these self-inflicted wounds on offense for them, and Mayfield just capitalized very quickly, and that game got away from the Tigers. We're seeing the same thing here from the Falcons. Just some sloppy play, but again, quarterback never taking a snap before. This is his first game at quarterback, and this thing's not going his way, and Mayfield, as strong as they are, doesn't help things either.
So third down and about 25. And I don't know what that was.
Okay, Mayfield lined up offside, so a free 5 yards here. Won't hurt us too bad, considering the big hole that Fort Campbell was in.
So it'll be third down and still about 20 to go here. They'll have to get up to their own 30 for the first down. Ball marked back at the 10. Ramirez set to take the snap, gives it off around the left end, and he'll be hit for a loss, and will be fourth down and forever. So they will punt or line up the punt.
Tackle by number 8, Will Morris.
This may end up being another night, much like last week, where negative yardage is what we see out of the rushing numbers for Fort Campbell by the time this one's over. They're having zero success and punting from their own end zone here. Pretty good chance Matt Hoover has a big return.
And boy, he does get a little leg into it, and Mack will take it up at the 40. He's down to the 30 already, inside the 25, down to the 20. And I don't think he stepped out of bounds. It looked like he crossed the line. They're going to call it a touchdown. And I don't know how he stayed in. I thought he was kind of down, and he just went.
Yeah, nice cut back there right on the sideline, and was able to swing out. It looked like he actually might have fumbled the ball at the goal line, and someone else did fall on it. I don't know if he was actually across the line, and he'll get credit for that touchdown, or whoever did fall on it.
Well, the official said, I saw it on the TV, he said touchdown. He threw his both arms up. Either that or he was waving goodbye to some of the fans.
Yeah, it's just a semantics question. Is Matt going to get credit for that, or?
Well, evidently not. They placed it down at the 1. So Mayfield, they had their kicking team out there, but now Mayfield's offense will be summoned to back out onto the field.
Well, I did see you probably were like me, I did see the official signal a touchdown, but again, he was kind of out of place as the punt return kind of outran the officials trying to get down the field. So for the second time, we've had a touchdown turned over, and I don't think we'll have much problem here.
Mayfield comes out in jumbo, and they'll get it across. And let's see who that is. Is that Malik? I can't tell. And it is a touchdown now. It's official.
And it is Malik.
I thought it was Malik, but I wasn't sure.
Lined up with a full house backfield there.
Came out quick. And Owen has it on its way, and it's good. 23-0. Mayfield leads. Still 8:12 to go here in the first quarter.
Are you kidding me? There's still 8 minutes left.
Yeah. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Setpoint Heating and Air Conditioning has been servicing our area for 7 years, and now they're growing by purchasing Adams Heat and Air. Setpoint has Root Heat and Air units located on Highway 45 North in Mayfield. Owner Cole Duncan and his experienced technicians look forward to serving you with 24-hour service and financing. Setpoint Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated, now your Root dealer.
Call 270-248-7500.
From your doctor's office to where you get your prescriptions filled? Well, don't worry anymore. Stone's Drugs has your answer. All you have to do is go by and see David or any of his staff, and they will take care of you. Anything you have from your doctor's office, go by Stone's Health Mart Pharmacy. It's there for you. They support us, and they support our community as well. Welcome back. Owen here, fixing to kick off and get the leg into it. And it'll be taken at 5, 10, 15. up to the 20, and no, they'll get to the 15, and that'll be about it. Maybe the 16.
Yeah, we just talked about the last couple of kickoffs that rolled into the end zone. This one rolled, but it died at about the 5-yard line, so they really had no choice but to pick it up and try to run it back.
Mayfield just dominating this game thus far. I don't think Mayfield's had a first down yet. First down and 10 from their own 16-yard line for the market. Ramirez awaits a snap. He just lofts it out there. And it's caught at the 40-yard line, and they get up to the 44.
Number 80, Antonio Rivera's pass is complete.
I think everybody was just kind of sitting back waiting for the interception, and
stopped by number 4.
Duke was there.
Yeah, well, not a bad job considering it's your first start at quarterback. He had pressure in his face and just let it go, and he had a player wide open down the field. We've got enough speed that we're able to chase him down before he was able to take off towards the end zone. But a lot of green grass in front of him. Good tackle from behind.
First down and 10 from their own 41. Ramirez has twins out on the right, twins to the left, and they'll run it off to the left side. And I think he fumbled the ball. Well, Campbell got back on it. They'll say he was down. It'll be second down and about 5 here, maybe 6. The Cardinals coming off gamey.
Yeah, we got looks like more than one player limping off, and another player face down on the field right now. It's kind of a little ways away from the pile where the tackle is made.
So
it was Ashton Rogers, a senior, that was slow to get up. Got to keep him healthy for the rest of the year. Hopefully it's nothing major.
Yeah, whoever it was is going to come off. I think it's Jay Aubrey. Sherrill got to come off for a play. So I don't know if we got 11 out there. No, he didn't have to come out. We got movement on Fort Campbell. Boy, that is the one thing they did not need, John.
Tyreek Anthony, the wide receiver, is wanting to start that route before the rest of his teammates, and he gets called for the false start.
University of Louisville in action tomorrow night, taking on Boston College. We won't have it for you. We got the Ghost Glowing Parade from FNB, so we'll be downtown tomorrow night. Then next week we'll have University of Louisville on 2 weeks in a row. Got the big win last week over Miami. Need another one this week. Ramirez, bad snap! He goes through his hands and he comes up with it though. Lofts it out and it's incomplete.
They blew it dead before.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. And we got another motion penalty. Luckily for them.
Yeah, that'll only march them back 5. So it'll be third down and about 16 here. That would have been third down and about, 20. Fort Campbell wants a timeout, and we'll take one as well. Aiden, we're only going to do a 30-second timeout here at this timeout. 23-0. Mayfield leads. Still 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Take control of your internet with new security features from WKNT. Block malware, viruses, and harmful websites automatically with our basic protected Wi-Fi control. Or get even more protection in the palm of your hand with advanced experienced Wi-Fi control. Set content filters and time limits and keep your Wi-Fi secure while your family surfs, streams, and stays connected. Call 877-954-8748 and take control of your fiber-fast internet with WKNT.
And we are back here. Fort Campbell trying to get it together over there on the sideline. And they took a full timeout. Usually teams don't, but they're going to break huddle over on the side and be ready to go here, I guess. Mayfield breaks their huddle, coming out. It'll be second down and about 15, 16 now. Was I wrong? Was that only about a 3-yard penalty? Because they already had it second and 12. I don't know. Who cares? Second down and 15 here. Ramirez waits the snap, takes it, pump fakes the screen, and now throws it out. It's intercepted by the Cardinals at the 40, at midfield. And he's slung down right there at the 45-yard line. I think that's Will that got the interception. Will Morris.
By number 9, Diego Torres.
That's Diego.
Is it Diego?
Yeah,
okay.
The 8 and 9s are very close.
That'll be a turnover in Mayfield.
But the way he was running makes me think that was, in fact, Diego.
All right, so first and 10 either way for Mayfield from the Fort Campbell 44-yard line.
Face mask on the end of that play. So.
Well, I thought they may have. It was either that or a horse collar, the way he jerked around there.
Yeah, Diego went down kind of quickly after contact there. Usually he can fight through that and keep running, but yeah, not a surprise. There was a penalty on that as fast as he hit the ground. So face mask will give us another 15 yards and another very short field for Mayfield to tack on 6 more.
Malik and Jay Aubrey in at running backs. The ball marked just inside the 30 at the 29. Gray at quarterback. Trying to get the ball switched out there, as you can see on the video. Now the official comes over and moves it over a quarter of an inch.
Gotta be right on that hash mark.
Yeah, boy. Especially in this one. Gray takes. Play fake. Now just throws a fade to the end zone. Got a man incomplete in the end zone. That was pretty good defense that time by
Anderson Smith.
Yeah. Number 14, Anderson Smith, sophomore.
Getting a lot more time. Boy, he's got some wheels on him. Twins on either side for the Cardinals. Jay Aubrey just to the right. Now a screen set up, and will be taken by Will inside the 20 and down to about the 16-yard line. That's your Southern Christian University Mayfield Cardinal first down.
First down, Mayfield inside the
As they take it inside the 20 to the 16, going quick. Trips on the right side. They'll give it to Jay Aubrey. Got some room inside the 5. Touchdown, Mayfield. Brought to you by Steve Ryan Cleaning. All you have to do is call them. You get you a free estimate, and they'll take care of you. We're still in the first quarter, by the by.
Sherrill he is fast. He's got some wheels on him. We saw that last week when he broke through the line and sprinted that 70 yards for the touchdown for Mayfield. And basically untouched, even going through the middle of the field for that touchdown.
So Owen back on there, and it's good. 30-0 Mayfield leads. 6:43 to go in the first quarter. And that brought to you by John Cunningham, your Graves County attorney, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
When it comes to buying a house, how much can you afford? The answer to that is a function of 2 things: how much you can borrow and how much of a down payment you can muster. As a rule of thumb, your annual mortgage payment, taxes, and homeowner's insurance shouldn't exceed 28% of your gross income. Then determine how much cash you have for a down payment, leaving yourself enough left over to pay those pesky closing costs, which can add up to 3% to 5% of your total home's value, plus a little something extra for emergency repairs once you move into your new home. To find out more about buying a home, contact one of the real estate professionals at Harris Real Estate and Auction, Highway 45 North in Mayfield.
Visit our website at harrisauctions.com.
Hi folks, Steve Koenig with Purchase Ford Lincoln in Mayfield, Kentucky. Did you know we are the remaining Lincoln dealership in Western Kentucky? That's right, we are the only one. So if you're looking for a new Lincoln or a pre-owned Lincoln or need service, call us at Purchase Ford Lincoln in Mayfield, Kentucky.
It's surprising but true. The only Lincoln dealership in the area is in Mayfield, Kentucky at Purchase Ford Lincoln.
On comes Owen for the kick. And he'll kick it to about the 10. They'll fumble it, pick it back up, get up to about the 15, and that is it.
That's a fumble.
Well,
it is Mayfield's football.
So Mayfield will have it at the 15-yard line. That's good eyeballs, John. Not old man eyeballs.
One more kickoff covered by Mayfield.
Ooh, a little bit blanket over there on the far side.
You could spot that, but not. Oh, that's right. You're looking at the monitor.
Yeah.
You can't pull out these plays, but you see the blanket on the far side.
Cardinals have twins on the left side. Actually, it's trips. Gray in the gun. Jay Aubrey to his left. They'll fake it to him. Now give it off, and there's nobody between him and the end zone. And I think it was Malik coming out from around the end on the jet sweep. No, that was Diego, wasn't it? I can't tell. I'll be honest with you. I'm waiting for little Eli down there to tell us. Well, we were waiting for the PAT. Now something happened.
Some movement along the line. I don't know who came across first. Say offsides on poor Campbell. So it's not like we need 2 points to get a running clock or anything. We should already be there at 36. You know, if these 2 points mattered, you might go for it from the 1.5, but instead they'll just go ahead and kick it. And this game should start picking up the pace immediately.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And it's on their way, and good. We're going to take another 1 minute timeout. 37-0. Mayfield leads, still 6.5 to go in the first quarter. Clock not running yet, but it should be back in a minute.
Are you looking for a nice church in Mayfield, Kentucky? The good news is there are some great churches in this area. This is Adam Rush. I am the pastor of one of those wonderful churches, Mayfield First United Methodist. If you're looking for a church home, we would love to have you join us. Our Sunday morning worship begins at 9 a.m., followed by Sunday school for all ages at 10 a.m. We are currently worshiping at 1322 West Broadway Street. I hope to see you Sunday morning.
Sometimes it seems there is never enough hot water. Well, you can solve that problem with a visit to Casey Mill Supply Company, 85 Keystone Drive in Mayfield. They are the home of Navion tankless natural gas water heaters. Find out the benefits of Navion, the technology leader in hot water heating. Navion provides energy savings and superior hot water delivery to give your family plenty of hot water anytime they need it. Come by Casey Mill Supply or give them a call at 270-247-1899.
Low line drive kick. They'll fake the reverse, and ooh-wee. Ashton Flynn was not faked out on that one.
Wow.
He gave it a shot.
Yeah, it was kind of a sitting duck. The return man just kind of put on the brakes and stopped. I don't know if he wanted to reverse direction or whatever, but that truck that ran right through and didn't stop. And that was Flint with a crushing hit.
First down and 10 here for the Falcons, and we do have a running clock. Thank heavens. And it's there for a purpose, because it could be 100-0 tonight. Now they're set. Takes the snap, gives it off. No, he'll keep it himself, and he'll be hitting the backfield. probably lose one, maybe two out of it.
No, Coach Stu's got to be happy about that. As far as that tackle is concerned, there was about 6 red helmets out there to make that tackle. I know that's one of the things he stressed. He wants as many helmets on the ball when they're playing defense and get exactly that on that particular play right there. And there's been others too, but that one was just very noticeable.
The band will not perform tonight. They're on their way to Bowling Green for their performance tomorrow at the state tournament. So good luck to the MHS marching band. And Ramirez seems to be frustrated.
Yeah, he didn't get I don't know what he's waiting for, but he's trying to direct players behind him and didn't get it off in time.
So there's a penalty, or did they get the timeout?
Yeah, they got the timeout. The back judge did drop the flag as the play clock was down to 0, but in a panic, the quarterback looked behind him and called that timeout.
We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. 4:24 to go in the first quarter. 37-0. Mayfield leads back in 30 seconds.
Dairymen Supply Company first opened its doors in 1925 as a feed and grain store. Today, we are a national wholesaler supplying name brand building materials to retail lumber yards and building centers throughout the Southeast. Our strong relationships with our customers span decades and are at the core of our long-running success. Our teams share the same vision, goals, and passion for providing the very best in customer service.
Second down and 10, up and coming for the Falcons.
I know we just started that running clock, but we're...
Man, it has been a long one. They go ahead and start the clock. 3.5 to go now in the first quarter. It's going to be a quick game. And another whistle. Offsides on Mayfield, I think. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Offsides against Mayfield.
It's a couple of those against us here in this first quarter. I don't know if it's the same player that's offsides, if he's just lining up in the neutral zone or he's moving.
Yeah, I think that's the only mistake that we have made tonight.
Yeah, we're only running, 3 down linemen? So
yeah,
take your choice on who it could be.
Second down and 5. Looks like we're finally going to run a play. And they'll run it up the middle. Nope. Ramirez will keep it around the left end. Nice run as he'll be shoved out of bounds after the first down at about the 35.
Push out of bounds by number 14, Anderson Smith.
So they have another first down. Down to 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Sorry, I got strangled there. Sound like my daughter. First down and 10 for the Falcons. Oh, bad snap. Goes through his hands, really. Still on the ground. Mayfield picks it up. They run it in. Touchdown, Mayfield. Please keep the clock running. Did you see who that was?
I saw who it was, but I didn't see their number.
I'm not sure either.
Some of this, when we're on offense, whoever catches it or whoever runs it, I mean, you can tell by their running style. And but on defense, when they score a touchdown, it's a little harder.
And it's up and good. 43-0. And we still have a second quarter to go. We're down to 1 minute in this one, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Are Are you in need of top-of-the-line farming and lawn equipment? Look no further than First Choice Farm and Lawn, your Kubota Premier Elite dealer in Mayfield. We understand the importance of reliable equipment for your agricultural and landscaping needs. We proudly offer a wide range of Kubota machinery designed to tackle any task with precision and power. At First Choice Farm and Lawn, 3350 Highway 45 North in Mayfield. First Choice Farm and Lawn, your trusted Kubota dealer.
Down to 10 seconds as Mayfield moves out to kick it. I think they're looking at the clock right now, just going to wait and turn things around here. And that is going to do it for the first quarter of play, finally. Let's look at 43-minute first quarter. And the rest of it is a running clock.
So we got, a point a minute there. Averaging 4 point a minute.
We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Mayfield Cardinal Football on WYMC and WYMC Radio on YouTube.
The Mayfield Independent School System takes great pride in producing opportunities for an excellent education for all students. Mayfield schools have won state attendance awards, above average ACT scores, an annual average of over $1,300,000 of scholarship awards, FBLA state winners, 16 student-to-teacher ratio for better instruction, award-winning academic teams, Special Olympics awards, state and national cheerleaders, state-winning marching band, state-winning media and journalism awards, award-winning sports programs.
The mission of the Mayfield Independent School District is to provide an excellent education for all students by offering high-quality and technologically superior programs, to empower visionary leadership, and to wisely manage resources in alliance with the individual schools, community members, and the home. The Mayfield Independent School District. Every child, every chance, every day.
Yep, 6 minutes.
Well, they're going to reduce the quarters now. We saw the coach from Fort Campbell over, since we've got a running clock here. They reduced the quarters to half. It's 6 minute quarters now. Wonder if they'll reduce that at halftime. So 6 minute quarters with the running clock.
We get in the second half and everybody gets 3 plays to run and call it a game.
I guess so.
We've seen this before, but it's generally, I think, been an agreement before the game. But I think I can only remember it being reduced to 8 minutes, and I think I've only seen it for one quarter, like the fourth quarter. But this one, here we are. It's the second quarter, and we're playing Little League rules now.
I hate that for the kids from Fort Campbell. I really do. But I get it on behalf of the coach. And they take it at the 15, 20, 25, and met at the 29-yard line by a flock of Cardinals, and I mean a flock.
Well, this actually kind of gives us something to talk about, because this game is kind of pretty self-explanatory. It's a runaway right now for Mayfield, but as long as that first quarter went, almost 45 minutes, even with a running clock for the last half of it, you just don't want. 44 points in one quarter is a lot of points.
Yeah.
Fort Campbell's got about a 90-minute drive in front of them, so I don't have a problem with it, and I'm sure our coaches didn't have a problem with it, and even our JV team would probably run quite a few points up on them, even their starters. They've got a quarterback that's never taken snaps before, so all this makes sense in just getting this game over just as quick as you can.
Yeah, you hate it for him. Ramirez takes out around the right end and met by the Cardinals. He'll probably lose 2, maybe 3 out of it.
And we're seeing wholesale substitutions now. The starters are coming out at this point on defense. There's about 7 or 8 new guys just trotting out on the field. A lot of them giving their wristbands to some of the younger kids, so they'll be able to keep up with the play. And so that is it for the varsity tonight. And even in the second half, they won't come out and start the third quarter. That's it for them.
Man, second down and 12. Ramirez still in there. and goes right through his hands, but it comes back to him. He just heaves it, and it's intercepted, or is it by the Cardinals? I think he dropped it. Yeah, the Cardinals had it in their hands and just dropped it. So it'll be third down and about 13 for the Falcons. We are down to 6-minute quarters now.
That's a good read, though. It did everything, but they're going to say it is Mayfield's ball.
Are they?
So White had pointed that it was Mayfield's football. So I was going to say that was a good read by our JV secondary. Seeing where that pass was going, they just stepped in front, but it did look like he might have dropped the ball before hitting the ground. He never completed a football move, so I would have just thought that was an incomplete pass. But JV offense going to get a chance to show what they can do here against Fort Campbell.
Down to 3 minutes to go here in the first half. As they're letting one of the players from Fort Campbell come off the field. You got to admire these kids. I mean, half of them, you know, you say something about, you know, folks not traveling with the kids. Well, a lot of these folks are deployed, defending our country. I don't know if they're getting paid. I don't know what's going on with them. But kudos to these kids for coming down here and still playing, scrapping it up and going. And we get about 5 or 6 out of that one. Is that Kirby?
Number 19, Colin Kirby.
Kirby. On the rush there.
Yeah, you know, football is kind of life around, this part of Kentucky and the city of Mayfield. We live for our Friday nights, but, at Fort Campbell, they got a lot of things going on down there. I'm sure these young players have a lot of stress in their life right now.
Yeah.
With what's going on in their home life and, their parents' jobs. And, you feel for them. And like we said, we're going to have Fort Knox coming down here in a couple of weeks. And, the same story with those kids if things don't get worked out at the highest level. You feel for these kids. And, again, we'll go through this probably similar process with Fort Knox in a couple of weeks.
Down to 1:40 to go. Mayfield hands it off on the left side. A lot of room over there. He'll have the Summit Christian University. Mayfield Cardinal first down at the 20-yard line. And it's Kyron again.
First down, Mayfield.
Boy, 6-minute quarters go by a lot faster when they don't stop.
Yeah, that's hunky-dory with me, buddy.
Approaching halftime down.
Inside the 20, Cardinals going to throw, get it complete inside the 10-yard line. It'll still be a Summit Christian University. Mayfield Cardinal first down.
Number 18, Sergeant, pass.
It'll be first and goal for the Cardinals with 56 seconds to go.
And if Mayfield wants, this can be probably the last play.
Of course, these JV kids want to score too.
Yeah.
They'll give it off again on the left side. Hit, bounces off of it, touchdown Mayfield.
Number 19.
So the half will end on a Mayfield touchdown. Trying to tack on that extra point.
Yeah, we'll try to have some scores for you at halftime besides this one. You're listening to WYMC Mayfield, your Cardinal connection. Again, no Louisville Cardinal football tomorrow. We'll have it for you coming up the following week. We've got the Halloween parade tomorrow night, sponsored by FNB. So are they going to kick the PAT here? Or just go in at half? Or was there a penalty?
I think they're just waiting. Do they have a football out there? Somebody needs to throw them a football, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would make the game much. Come on, Darryl. What are you doing down there? Well,
it's all set now. Oh, he's okay.
They're just going to take a knee on it.
Well,
that's going to do it. And the second half will be very quick tonight. 6-minute running clock, 6-minute quarters, running clock. 50-0. Mayfield leads here at halftime. I got a feeling if nobody objects, we'll probably come back here pretty quick. So we'll just have to wait and see. Mayfield leads 50-0, and Aiden, we'll go ahead and take 3 minutes and come back right after this.
Is it home improvement season at your house? If you answered yes, but you're unsure how to pay for those upgrades and repairs, then it's time to contact First Kentucky Bank. Using the equity in your house, you can finance projects big and small with a home equity line of credit from First Kentucky. Let their mortgage experts guide you through the process. You're ready to start the home project, and First Kentucky has the right tools to help. Don't delay. Finance your dreams with First Kentucky. Call, stop by, or visit their website at firstkentucky.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all credits subject to approval.
Everyone loves fall and cozy nights at home, so what better time to update your space than during the Harvest Home Sale at Gillum Thompson Furniture. New collections are arriving daily from your favorite brands, along with exciting new furniture and accessories. Explore special order options from Craftmaster, Bassett, Mayo, and Southern Motion, with our design team ready to help you find the perfect pieces. Enjoy unbeatable deals, free delivery up to 60 miles, and easy financing for qualified buyers. For the best selection, service, and savings, always shop Gillum Thompson Furniture first.
C Motors in Mayfield is your local one-stop shop. They have the pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs you've been looking for with on-the-spot financing. And if a problem ever pops up, they have their own service shop on site and now a collision repair shop as well. They can even help you out with getting a rental car. C Motors on Highway 45 in Mayfield. Local people you can trust. Check out their stock today at cmotors.com. Get a quality pre-owned vehicle, financing, repair, rental. You can get it all right now at C Motors in Mayfield.
What better way to celebrate fall than with a parade? Come light up the night at the Glowing Grapes Halloween Parade on Saturday, October 25th at 6:30 in Mayfield. Local businesses, student groups, churches, and more will be treating you to family-friendly giveaways. It's like a trunk or treat on wheels. Stay up to date with the parade on Facebook, and we'll see you for tons of fall fun. Glowing Graves Halloween Parade is sponsored by FNB Bank and the Mayfield Rotary Club. FNB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Setpoint Heating and Air Conditioning has been servicing our area for 7 years, and now they're growing by purchasing Adams Heat and Air. Setpoint has Root Heat and Air units located on Highway 45 North in Mayfield. Owner Cole Duncan and his experienced technicians look forward to serving you with 24-hour service and financing. Setpoint Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated, now your Root dealer.
Call 270-248-7500.
Are you tired of going back and forth from your doctor's office to where you get your prescriptions filled? Well, don't worry anymore. Stone's Drugs has your answer. All you have to do is go by and see David or any of his staff, and they will take care of you. Anything you have from your doctor's office, go by Stone's Health Mart Pharmacy. It's there for you. They support us, and they support our community as well. Here at halftime, 50-0. And if you just are joining us just to see the score, 6-minute quarters in the second half. We went to a 6-minute quarter. Excuse me. In the second quarter, and going the same way here. Fort Campbell has about 4 players out tonight, and John, their big games next week. They have Trigg County.
Yeah, they're fighting. It'll be the last district game in the state. This one was rescheduled for the end of the season, and they will be kind of fighting for a playoff position with Trigg County next week. So, the writing's on the wall. No one from Fort Campbell expected to win this ball game. So they are kind of holding some of their guys that are dinged up back just a little bit, not playing them tonight. I think one player is actually on bereavement leave, and so some of their quality players are not dressed out there for tonight. So their big one is against Trigg County next week for a little playoff positioning. And the way it looks right now, Mayfield will have that top seed. Caldwell County will be second. Crittenden County probably third, and Trigg or Fort Campbell will come in with that 4th spot next week, which leaves Todd County out, and the loser of that game next week will also be out of the playoffs, and their season will be over after next Friday night. So that's what you get when you have 6 teams in your district. A couple of teams will miss the playoff, which doesn't hurt my feelings. I always wish they would eliminate one of these rounds of the playoffs. I just don't think a 4 seed should be traveling a couple of hours just to play a game where you know exactly what's going to happen. But I don't make those decisions, and we'll have playoff games that'll be very, very lopsided, much like this one tonight coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we got Jay joining us now about the stats at halftime, and I don't think we have to guess too much of stats, Jay. It's been pretty much one-sided.
You think? Yeah, it's a little bit, Vince. Yeah. It's great football weather. Great to be out here.
It is.
Great to finally be back home after a couple weeks away. And what a performance our boys have put on tonight.
Yeah, it's been a great performance, as John and I were just saying. I don't know if you know it or not, but we've got 4 kids out tonight, especially their quarterback, and going to 6-minute quarters here.
That's right. Yeah.
And not a whole lot of stats probably to speak of, really.
Not really. Total offense for Mayfield, we got 85 yards. I mean, games like this, it just really doesn't show up in the passing rushing. Of course, a lot of it's interception returns. And, we had 2 interceptions. But total offense, 85 yards. They're negative 57 yards rushing. And Mayfield had 43 yards rushing. Just some highlights for the players. Ashton Flint had that safety that we had, kind of start the game off there. Credit him for the safety. Reggie Dow had a rushing touchdown. DeAndre Sherrill, he had 2 scores. He had the 1 rushing touchdown and then for 1 yard, and then he had a 17-yard rushing touchdown. Kyler Kirby has 3 carries for 24 yards. Our boys, they kind of spreading the ball around. They're going deep into their pockets. They're playing already. But passing, Ray Robbins is 3 of 4, 2 yards, and 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. And number 80, Campbell is number 6 of 45 yards and 2 interceptions. Going in, for that quarterback. They're running that, T or whatever tonight.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll be out of here quick. And I know you being a veteran, you can kind of sympathize with these kids out there. They want to play football, but you look at it, and we take it very serious in Mayfield, where they got a lot bigger fish to fry, especially right now at Fort Campbell.
So I'll tell you a story. So that's when I decided to join the military. I was a 25-year veteran, but Fort Campbell was in the 2nd Duty Station. We were down there playing the game. At halftime, we did the helicopter snake assault, fast rope into the middle of the field. I was like, man, that's so cool. I want to do that someday. And that's what I ended up doing. That was pretty much why. That was my first taste of it. Seeing that live was our game at Fort Campbell back in the 90s, early 90s. So, Fort Campbell was my home for several years, 93 to 94 and 97 to 98. Great group of people down there, but yeah, their program used to be strong, and it was through the times of combat, had a lot of families moving out of the base towards Hopkinsville.
Mm-hmm.
Lost also Fort Knox. Powerhouses used to be in 2A.
Oh yeah, we had some good ones over the years. Well, Jay, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next week.
All right, go Bills.
Yeah, you got to pull from a Broncos this week. They play the Cowboys. God. Well, we'll see. So, Jay, a vet, and he said he was at Fort Campbell for a little while. And we have a score of 50-0 here. Tell you what, we're going to take another 3-minute timeout, and John may have some scores for us when we come back. Boy, maybe some surprises, but I doubt it. And we'll be back in 3 minutes.
Take control of your internet with new security features from WKNT. Block malware, viruses, and harmful websites automatically with our basic protected Wi-Fi control. Or get even more protection in the palm of your hand with advanced experience Wi-Fi control. Set content filters and time limits and keep your Wi-Fi secure while your family surfs, streams, and stays connected. Call 877-954-8748 and take control of your fiber-fast internet with WKNT.
Sometimes it seems there is never enough hot water. Well, you can solve that problem with a visit to Casey Mill Supply Company, 85 Keystone Drive in Mayfield. They are the home of Navion tankless natural gas water heaters. Find out the benefits of Navion, the technology leader in hot water heating. Navion provides energy savings and superior hot water delivery to give your family plenty of hot water anytime they need it. Come by Casey Mill Supply or give them a call at 270-247-1899.
The following message is being sponsored by Dairyman's Supply, proudly supporting our community since 1925.
Did you know that you can check out free DVDs at the Graves County Public Library? If you have any questions, contact us at 270-247-2911.
The preceding message has been sponsored by Dairyman's Supply, a national wholesaler of building materials with distribution centers in Mayfield, Kentucky and Gadsden, Alabama.
Whether you're a seasoned farmer or a homeowner with a green thumb, Kubota's cutting-edge technology and exceptional durability will exceed your expectations. And at First Choice Farm and Lawn, we have the expertise to match you with the perfect Kubota equipment to enhance your productivity. Discover the Kubota difference today at First Choice Farm and Lawn, 3350 Highway 45 North in Mayfield. Remember First Choice Farm and Lawn, your trusted Kubota dealer.
Is it home improvement season at your house? If you answered yes, but you're unsure how to pay for those upgrades and repairs, then it's time to contact First Kentucky Bank. Using the equity in your house, you can finance projects big and small with a home equity line of credit from First Kentucky. Let their mortgage experts guide you through the process. You're ready to start the home project, and First Kentucky has the right tools to help. Don't delay. Finance your dreams with First Kentucky. Call, stop by, or visit their website at firstkentucky.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all credits subject to approval.
Everyone loves fall and cozy nights at home, so what better time to update your space than during the Harvest Home Sale at Gillum Thompson Furniture. New collections are arriving daily from your favorite brands, along with exciting new furniture and accessories. Explore special order options from Craftmaster, Bassett, Mayo, and Southern Motion, with our design team ready to help you find the perfect pieces. Enjoy unbeatable deals, free delivery up to 60 miles, and easy financing for qualified buyers. For the best selection, service, and savings, always shop Gillum Thompson Furniture first.
Back at CFSB War Memorial Stadium, where we are closing in on quarter number 3 as Fort Campbell just comes out of the tunnel. 50-0 our halftime score. I do have some other scores from around the area we'll pass along to you right now. First of all, the World Series, 1-0 Dodgers leading that game early on. Murray is up on Hopkins County Central, 26-0 the score there. McCracken County and Henderson County fighting for that top seed in District 1 6A. Right now, McCracken County a 27-21 lead. And Graves County has added to their lead just before halftime. That score 28-0 over Muhlenberg County. So again, we need some help from these other teams that are on our schedule to keep winning their games. Graves County doing that, McCracken County doing that, and we suspect Paducah Tillman will have no problem with Callaway County tonight. So that's a look at some of the scores across our area. And again, we're down to just 6-minute quarters for the rest of the game, Vince. In a first quarter that took 45 minutes, the second quarter took all of about, 7-8 minutes. I think we had a timeout or a discussion or something that stopped the clock briefly, but we'll get home very, very fast tonight. And I hate to say this because it sounds like we're spoiled at Mayfield, but my mindset is once we get beyond that Paducah-Tillman game, and especially considering how weak the district has been this year, I think it was actually a little stronger with our opponents last year when it was a smaller district. But it's almost like we're in a hurry-up and wait situation when it comes to the playoffs. So you get past Paducah-Tillman, then you jump into district play. We've got a central team that's subpar by their standards coming in here next week. We really just want to get into those playoffs and see how good we are compared to the rest of the state. No knock against Fort Knox, who our first-round opponent will be in the playoffs, but that game is likely to turn out much like this one. And then we'll see who we end up playing in that next round. But it's really that third round of the playoffs where things start to get a little more exciting. So there's kind of a pretty good gap between that Paducah-Tillman game and the McCracken County game to where it starts to get, a little ho-hum as far as how these games turn out. And so, weather's cooling off. Basketball is starting. Those exhibitions going on this weekend with some of those college teams. So I'm ready to don't want to wish things to go real fast, but I'm ready for the playoffs. I want to see how we're going to stack up against some of these other teams.
Yeah, we've talked about it on our road trips this year, and it is. I'm looking forward to it as well. You got, used to it. Used to be us, Owensboro Catholic, and Beechwood the last few years. Throwing a Belfry, that changes things. And, they've always been good. So it's going to be fun in the playoffs. And we're going to get the clock started here. And squib kick by Fort Campbell. Mayfield takes it at the 25. 30, running around the left end and at the 37-yard line. And I'm sure we'll see all JV players here in the second half.
Yep, already seeing Stinson jog out there at the quarterback position.
And once again, playing 6-minute quarters. Plus, Fort Campbell wants to get on home too. They've got a bigger game coming up next week, next Saturday. Are they playing on Saturday?
I think he said Thursday. Actually.
Thursday. Yeah. They got a big one coming up with Trigg County. Missing 4 of their players tonight, key players. Mayfield leads here 50-0 as we're got a penalty.
That was about as late as you'll ever see a penalty called.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already had more than a minute run off the clock and just getting a signal that there was a penalty on the return.
So Mayfield starts 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line.
Wide open.
They're going to throw wide open, man, at the 40-yard line. Inside the 20 and down at the 25-yard line.
That is Carson Price, sophomore wide receiver, number 23. That was the easiest pick I've been able to make all night because he ran that play right in front of us. So it was easy to get his number as he was streaking down the field. But just some miscommunication there on defense. He was wide open, just had to make a good throw, and he caught the ball and was down the field.
Throw it over the middle once again at the 15. And they get down to about the 12.
Number 23, Carson Price.
The Price again.
That puts the car on the side of Houston sponsored red zone and first down.
Not sure.
Field.
I think Eli on the PA said it was Price. We run it off the right side. And touchdown Mayfield. 3 plays.
Number 19, Conrad Kirby on the carry.
Down to 3:30. Mayfield 3 plays and in the end zone. See who's on for the PAT. I'm not sure I'll be able to tell it.
Well, they are lining up again like they may just take a knee right here.
And that's what they do. Classic. 3 minutes, clock rolling to go here in the game. 56-0. Mayfield leads. That brought to you by John Cunningham, your Graves County attorney, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
If you're a teenager and you're getting your first car, that's the most excited you'll ever be buying a car because it's your first car. You can't beat the feeling of driving off the lot in a car that you paid for, especially with a young buyer. What they buy is all they can afford. It doesn't matter what you're buying from us or the amount of money you're spending, the car you're buying is treated the same way with the same expectation that we sell all of our cars.
C Motors, Highway 45 North Mayfield, or visit online at cmotors.com.
What better way to celebrate fall than with a parade? Come light up the night at the Glowing Graves Halloween Parade on Saturday, October 25th at 6:30 in Mayfield. Local businesses, student groups, churches, and more will be treating you to family-friendly giveaways. It's like a trunk or treat on wheels. Stay up to date with the parade on Facebook, and we'll see you for tons of fall fun. Glowing Graves Halloween Parade is sponsored by FNB Bank and the Mayfield Rotary Club. FNB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And Mayfield on to kick it with a 56-0 score. They just took a knee on the PAT. And they'll scoop it up at about 3. And a good job of Mayfield getting down there. And Mayfield comes out of there with it. Was it a fumble? We won't know. No, they're saying Fort Campbell ball. Well, he pointed that way, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. So Fort Campbell will start from their own 7-yard line. Mayfield came out with the ball, but clock already down to under a minute, 45 seconds. Here in the third quarter. I only have to do one ID tonight. Already done it. And they're just going to wait to change in. Well, no, they'll have to run a play.
Yeah, they're going to have to run at least one. And it's an all JV contest out there right now, both sides.
And they'll give it off on the left side, nowhere to go. And that will do it for the third quarter of play. And we'll flip ends and we'll take a timeout here. Mayfield leads 56-0 over Fort Campbell, last district game of the year. And we'll be back in 1 minute.
Setpoint Heating and Air Conditioning has been servicing our area for 7 years, and now they're growing by purchasing Adams Heat and Air. Setpoint has Root Heat and Air units located on Highway 45 North in Mayfield. Owner Cole Duncan and his experienced technicians look forward to serving you with 24-hour service and financing. Setpoint Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated, now your Root dealer.
Call 270-248-7500.
Are you tired of going back and forth from your doctor's office to where you get your prescriptions filled? Well, don't worry anymore. Stone's Drugs has your answer. All you have to do is go by and see David or any of his staff, and they will take care of you. Anything you have from your doctor's office, go by Stone's Health Mart Pharmacy. It's there for you. They support us, and they support our community as well. Welcome back in. As I think I've seen that on Facebook 100 times. A gentleman came over to one of their announcements. Well, you know, cut their paychecks off in Washington and see what happens.
Lock them all in a room and don't let them out until you come up with something.
They'd all come out crying. It's his fault. No, it's his fault. I don't want to talk about it, but I feel sorry for those folks who made this trip. There's good folks over there and defending us as Fort Campbell runs it around the end, and he'll go nowhere. We've got 6 more minutes of this, folks, and that'll do it for tonight.
Number 32, Francisco Ramirez on the carry for the Falcons.
Did you not hear me?
Tackled by number 22, Malik Taylor.
Looks like it. Sorry. Fort Campbell has it third down and about 15. Many times I said that tonight. Now running around the left here, maybe another safety.
It is, yeah. He never got out of the end zone after the handoff.
Second one tonight for the Cardinals.
And we say this every time we get in a situation like this where the score is lopsided, the other team is just the athletes they just don't have it.
Yeah.
And you just can't tell your guys to I mean, we can take a knee on these extra point attempts after touchdowns, but the guys got to keep playing, or somebody's going to get hurt if you don't play.
Yeah.
Play football the way it's supposed to be played, and so I guess it would have been fine if he got down to the 1 yard line. It would have made me feel a little bit better, but he just drifted his feet up and he fell down into the end zone. So it is what it is.
Down to 4 minutes to play in the game. Mayfield leads 58-0. And I mean, we're sitting here watching this thing. You're watching it on video, and honestly, kudos to our coaches taking it easy. It could be 100, literally. I mean, really, 100. But you just have that much respect for the Falcons and Fort Campbell. And, a lot of these kids' parents probably deployed right now. Who knows? They're just paid. It's a sorry, sad situation. And I am not blaming one side or the other. Both. Fort Campbell kicks it off. It'll be taken at midfield. And Mayfield will get down to about the 35-yard line. Down to 3 minutes to go. And you got too much time to take a knee here. So it's first down and 10. Mayfield taking their time here. Everybody keeps looking back at the clock and looking back. Trips on the left side. Their coach is still coaching over there. Down to 2:25 to go. They blow it in play. Sawyer takes a snap, just gives it off on the left side and breaks a couple of tackles. He's inside the 30 to the 20, 10 down to the 5, and touchdown Mayfield.
Way back in the line of scrimmage, Fort Campbell player looks like he may be holding his knee out there. And there's a flag at the 25, so this will probably come back. Maybe a hold or something like that on Mayfield. Do have a halftime score. I know we talked about this game and we picked them how it would be surprising if both teams put up over 50 points. Right now, McCracken at halftime leads Henderson County 34-21. So that one is headed for who knows how many points.
So put on your weather cap here for a minute as Fort Campbell's players still down on the field. 2:02 to go in the game. Are we going to get rained on tomorrow night, or is it going to hold off till after the parade?
I think you should be fine. Maybe sprinkles coming in after midnight, I would say Saturday night, but most of Sunday looks wet right now, kind of like last Sunday. Except last Sunday it just rained during the evening. It rained all day Sunday.
A good sleeping day.
We were just, since we've got some time here, I'm going to go off on a weather tangent, but we were in the 80s just about all of last week. this week, 60s and 70s. I don't know if everybody is ready quite yet for rain and temperatures in the 50s all day this week. I mean, we're going from some pretty good weather. The coach does a fireman's carry to the player and takes him off the field. But, yeah, it may be a little shock to the system next week with off and on rain and some chilly temperatures as we head towards Halloween. Halloween itself, I think, is going to be fine, just a little on the cool side. So trick-or-treaters around town should have some pretty good luck.
You don't see that every day.
No.
At any level. I think everybody just wants to get home, get him off the field, and get him checked out.
So it was a holding penalty at about the 25-yard line. It's going to back Mayfield up to the 35. We'll continue this drive. And again, the JV from Fort Campbell not really putting up any resistance. So if we wanted to score here, I'm sure we will.
As we run around the left end, and we'll be drugged down about the 20-yard line.
Number 19, Colin Kirby on careful ball.
Another Summit Christian University Mayfield Cardinal first down. Don't think Mayfield will have to run another play.
This is where I would not be surprised if we just go ahead and take a knee and wrap this one up real quick.
Yeah, that's what it looks like it's going to do. Take a couple of knees here.
See a lot of the Mayfield players lining up at the 50-yard line. They're already getting ready to shake hands out at the Cardinal head with Fort Campbell.
Yeah, they probably will. They've already reset the clock, so. But I don't think Mayfield's going to have to run another play here. We roll under 1 minute. 6-minute quarters here in the second half. Very quick second half. It'll be second down and 10. Mayfield just going to fall on it. They can fall on it 2 more times if they have to. They won't snap it here until about 3 or 4 seconds to go on the play clock, up down to 5. They snap it down to 2, and they won't have to run another play. That'll do it.
Well, this is a ball game where the bus ride over and the bus ride back lasting longer for Fort Campbell than the actual game did, despite the fact we were 45 minutes for that first quarter. But, when the coach comes over at the end of the first quarter and says, Coach Dew, can we reduce it to 6 minutes? Things go very, very quickly. And this game is in the books. 58-0. Mayfield wins very easily. That running clock started about halfway through the first quarter. I mentioned to you, I know we've had first quarter running clocks. They don't happen often, but they do happen. But this one happened just 6 minutes into the game. I cannot remember one happening that quickly.
Yeah, it has. And Mayfield now officially district champs once again. So congratulations to them. Next week, we move on out of district play. Last game of the year. And it should be a dandy.
Yeah, interesting to see how that game is going to go. You know, everybody we've played has really just been on our little end of the state down here. But now we're taking on a team that plays tougher competition week in, week out, playing those Louisville area teams. So while they may be having a down year by their standards at Central, we'll see what kind of competition we have coming in here on Halloween next Friday night. I can guarantee you the scoreboard's not going to look anything like it did here tonight. Should be a competitive ball game, and if Mayfield comes out and plays well and puts on a good performance, wins comfortably, you got to feel pretty good about how things are headed going into the playoffs. But again, got to ramp it up next week after finishing district play here tonight.
That's going to do it for us. We'll have Coach's Corner for you in the morning with Coach Dew. We'll be live at Wilma's at 8:05, so make sure and join us. I think it's pancakes. And come on by and enjoy breakfast with us. And we'll talk about this one and look ahead to is it the Yellow Jackets?
It is.
Yellow Jackets. I got one right. Of Louisville Central. For John Champion, I'm Vince Dawson. Aiden Walker back at the station. Keith and Chris here at the stadium with the video. Good night, everybody.